Welcome to today's class, and in today's class we're going to look in the dangers of electricity. As we continue our study of household electricity, we are going to specifically dwell on the dangers of electricity, and we have just one objective here. We want to identify and discuss the 5 dangers associated with electricity. So let's quickly dive into this objective. The first thing we identify as a danger associated with electricity is the overhead power lines. Last time we compared underground power lines to overhead power lines, and here in Zambia we use mainly the overhead power line. So that is a potential danger. Overhead power lines is a potential danger on its own. How is it a potential danger? There is a very high current, like we discussed last time. If you didn't watch the last video on production and transmission of electricity, you may have to watch it first, then you come to this video. So the high voltage there can cause burns to people if they come in contact with the cables, or even electrocution to death. Now, but I want to take you to a situation whereby if we have overhead cables and it's a rain season and the cables fall in such a way that the live wires and the neutral wires come in contact, that automatically causes a short circuit, and a short circuit can cause veiled fires and can destroy wildlife. We know by experience that sometimes poles do fall, and when they fall, they might be short-circuiting. The live and the neutral are in contact. This causes veiled fires, which may lead to loss of wildlife, at times even human life. The second danger associated with electricity, which I identified here, is the overheating of cables. What do we mean by overheating of cables? Using light cables for high currents, that generates a lot of heat. So when cables are conducting current, there is ohmic heating. Due to the resistance, there is ohmic heating. And when the heat is high enough, we may ignite the insulating material. This is our conductor. It is insulated. The actual wire is insulated by, in most cases, plastic material. And this material insulating the wire is good fuel. So when there is an overheating of cables, if the temperatures are high enough, we can end up igniting the insulating material, causing household fires. So overheating of cables is actually a danger associated with electricity. So you should be very careful when you are buying aftermarket installations, that you choose the right cable to carry the right amount of current. Otherwise, there will be overheating, which can lead to household fires. The third danger associated with electricity involves damaged insulations. Damaged insulation, they expose live wires. When live wires are exposed, the live wire is the one which carries current from the national grid to the appliances. When the live wires are exposed, this can lead to short circuiting. The live wire and the neutral wire are in contact, leading to overheating of cables and household fires. Also, accidentally, someone may touch a live wire which is naked because the insulation is damaged or insufficient, and this can lead to electrocution and death. You accidentally touch the live wire and you go. So damaged insulation is a very important danger we need to notice and take care of. Make sure that all your cables are well insulated, sufficient insulation, and the proper insulation. Number 4, we are going to talk about what we call wet or damp conditions. We know that water is a conductor of electricity. So during damp conditions or in wet conditions, the conductivity increases. which may lead to electrocution. So maybe you are cooking and your hands are wet, you are more prone to electrocution than someone with dry skin. So wet and damp conditions are a danger associated with electricity. Why? Because they increase the risk of electrocution, as water is a conductor of electricity. In chemistry, you covered electrolysis, and you notice that electricity can even pass through water. So during electrolysis of water, we saw electricity passing through water. So it's very, very important to see that wet conditions can increase the chances or the risk of being electrocuted. In that case, wet conditions are part of dangers associated with electricity. Finally, the fifth part is improper earthing or improper grounding. Grounding is sometimes called earthing because it channels the leaking current to the earth. We'll talk about this in our next class when we're dealing with the 3-pin plug. Improper grounding causes leaking current to remain in the metal case. So what do we mean by leaking current? There is damaged insulation, then the live wire is in contact with the metal case of your gadget. Automatically, the metal case becomes live. What do we mean? There is current in the metal case. The moment you try to handle the metal case, then you are prone to electrocution. So improper grounding may lead to electrocution. Why do we need grounding? All the leaking current will be taken to the ground, making the gadget safe to use. So improper grounding does not protect the user of gadgets. Right. I think this was today's presentation, and I hope you found it to be very helpful. See you in the next class as we talk about the 3-pin plug. See you next time.